This video is proudly sponsored by Story Gary, a great YouTube channel filled to the brim with great family fun. You sure won't be disappointed by the channel, so why not immerse yourself in one of Gary Whitman's fantastic children's stories or humorous poems right after this video. Mr. Whitman's channel really is the one that will complete your YouTube subscriptions box because it's the perfect channel to navigate to whatever your mood. Better still, you can find Mr. Whitman and his work scattered across the whole internet, so be sure to follow the links in the description below that capture just some of the fun waiting to be had. Please support Gary Whitman, who I'd like to thank for supporting my videos. Thank you. Hello everybody and welcome back to Base Chase 2 episode 2 behind the scenes. So obviously if you haven't seen episode 1 yet, go check it out. If you haven't seen the movie yet, go check that out. I really hope you like both of them. But so this time I'm going through the next few scenes with you, and then I've got some stuff to talk to you about regarding the music and the amazing work with theteentalks. He's got some amazing, fantastic, awesome music over on his channel. You need to go check him out. But anyway, so more on that later on. First of all, the next few scenes. So the next scene after the Worcester scene is actually another car parking scene, or the parking scene, so I'm not going to talk about that anymore, won't drone on about that. But what I will talk to you about now is the airport scene, which is actually coincided with the first on the call in the car scene and the second car call scene. So basically, in case that made no sense to you whatsoever, integrated with shots of me in the car were shots of Jake from the Ninja Dog on a plane with my friend Matt. Now, as part of this behind the scenes, we're going to talk about their role on the plane and what we did at the site where the plane was, which is where we've filmed the kind of interrogational scene. So I hope that will make sense. So basically, that plane that we use is a VIP plane owned by Oryx Jet, who operate out of the Rising Jet Centre in Biggin Hill, and they did an amazing job of allowing us to use their plane. I'm surprised. All I did was I emailed up their team, they were very nice, and they allowed me to use their equipment and their plane, which I was really surprised about. But so, first of all, I'll talk to you about the plane and then the interrogation. But so, the plane itself, when we got on it, we were astounded. It's a VIP plane used by the rich and famous, and we could not believe that we were being allowed to use it. And it is amazing that we were even allowed on it, let alone to film in it. So we had a few housekeeping rules, of course. We didn't want to make the floor dirty or anything like that, because famous people have to walk along that, and they don't want it to be dirty, do they? So we were allowed to, if we wanted to do some scenes in the cockpit, but there had to be some special regulations about that. So I said we keep out there, we stay into the main cabin area. Now what I was going to do is bring a green screen along with me. I did bring some towels, so that what I could do is set up like a makeshift green screen, put them in the way of the kind of windows on the way down the plane. But then I thought actually it's easier if I just shut the windows and make it look like it's night. So that's the other reason I didn't want to film in the cockpit, because you can see actually we were inside a bunker, we weren't flying, we were inside the hangar instead. So that's why I did the way that I did, to make sure that it was believable and you could believe maybe, or understand, interpret that I might actually be, or should I say Fireman Ninja Dog Matt, were actually in the sky in this plane. But so filming on that plane was amazing. Again, Fireman Ninja Dog's got loads of behind the scenes from that over on his channel. But in the meantime, here's some behind the scenes from that side of the filming at the airport. Here you go.
What? You mean to say it wasn't concealed within the shed at the right boundary of the shed?
Do it again, please. Retake and go. Wait till Matt's ready. And go.
I heard that wasn't too uncomfortable for you. Oh well, we're here now. Have the meeting room prepared.
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 Have it pre-prayed for me.
Prepared.
Can I have it prepaid, because I don't have any cash at the minute.
Do you take credit cards?
Right, you ready? Hello everybody, welcome back to our plane, and we are just clearing up after a nice little shoot on here. Got my tripods and stuff. This plane is, as you've seen already, out of this world. It's out of the world. But Fireman Ninja Dog's here with me. He's holding the camera for me, and Matt, our helper, is off the plane. He's been tied up, so we're doing a scene with him tied up in a sec. So if you just walk along the plane, the vessel, got this. Just making sure we've got everything to take off with us. But so, I hope you've enjoyed being on set with us. I've left the microphone on, which was a bit of a bad idea. 4 minutes later. So now you've seen a bit about the plane itself, now let's talk about the interrogation scene. Now there's lots of kind of behind the scenes clips, or deleted scenes if you like, that I was going to use in the actual film that then didn't make the final cut. Usually I try to use every single clip I get, but this time I got some background shots of the actual hangar itself and the actual kind of VIP lounges and that kind of thing, but this time I couldn't fit them all in, and there's like a few extra bits that haven't been included, so you'll see them in a minute. But before you see them, let's just talk about it for a minute. So Rise and Jet's building is amazing. It's only been open for a few months and it's just fantastic. You would not believe it if you get there. I could just imagine like Jessie J was sitting there right in front of me. She might as well have been. She wasn't, but lots of the famous people do travel in and out, but obviously I can't disclose names or anything. So the lounges themselves are amazingly kept. They look so nice. Lots of companies have left their kind of items in there and their products to make sure that when these famous people came in, they were like, oh look, it's an item, I like that, I'll buy it. Because money isn't an issue, is it, to these famous people that can pay to go on a VIP flight. They've also got like their own information and loads of cool stuff in there that is just amazing. Like I can't think of enough words to describe how cool it was to be filming in there. But then also they let us onto their mezzanine floor, which is where we filmed the interrogation scene, in the room that looked a bit like Sir Alan Sugar's boardroom. Now that's where one of my behind the scenes deleted clips is that I never used. You'll get to see that in a minute, but before you do, just let me talk to you a bit more about that. So there was like a kids room, as you could see from the film. There's a clip if you actually look, and I'll put it on now while I'm talking, where you can see me, or should I say Fun and Ninja and Matt, walk past the TV screen that actually had Scooby-Doo playing on it. Didn't realise until we got into post-production. But so that's pretty cool. If you like Scooby-Doo, then it's for kids as well, this film. So can we lower the rating if I put it on in the cinemas? No, I'm joking, it won't go in the cinemas. But so we had so much fun up there, just being let loose in this amazingly cool room that looked a bit like Sir Alan Sugar's ballroom, as I said, and we were just allowed to film as much as we liked in there. So I changed a few of the bits when I got there, such as the bit in the office where you see Fun and Ninja Dog on the phone, was actually just going to happen with that little box that you'll see on the table in the middle of the room, in the interrogation scene room in the boardroom. But then I thought, as we got this office that I didn't realise was there, because we went for a scouting day a few months before and looked around to see what we think, me and Fun and Ninja Dog, but I didn't realise there was an office there, and then I thought, well, we've got this office, we're allowed to use it, so let's use it. So that's why Fun and Ninja Dog had his own office instead of just clicking a button on the table. But so that's kind of a bit of me blabbering on, a bit more of me and my rubbish. But now it's time for you to see some behind the scenes clips, deleted scenes and bloopers, so check out all of that right now. Here's one of the other aircraft, so hello, there's Jake doing some behind the scenes. I've zoomed in slightly.
It's YouTube again.
I'm just trying to zoom and show everything. There's lots going on in here.
Quite a nice place to film.
It's really walking down some stairs. This is the most exciting thing you're going to see all day. Absolutely. Really? Oh, wrong side. There you go. Thanks. Coming down here later to get out. I just realised, what idiots are we?
What?
We didn't bring the car keys. Here's the hangar again, everyone. We're going to film in that plane there in just a sec.
Filming that plane in a minute.
But we're just waiting for the others to come. They've been
we're not waiting for the others to come. We're going to meet them.
Yeah.
We forgot the car keys.
Yes, we know. I forgot the car keys.
What we're actually doing.
Here are all the other planes.
That's definitely going on the final thing.
Final behind the scenes. Greg forgets the car keys. Forget the fighting scenes. This is like the highlight of the whole movie.
It's the highlight of everything.
And then you turn around when you get in there and just look up and down. And now step back out again.
So there.
Go. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Right, keep going.
Okay.
A nice bit of Scooby-Doo for everyone in case.
If God could untie himself, he'd do it exactly like I do.
Or maybe just watch Scooby-Doo instead. But so...
Or maybe God just wouldn't let him tuck in.
It's 20 degrees in here. We've been up here before, haven't we? Anyway, so I think that's a wrap on filming. So well done,
Well, that's a
everyone.
wrap for the day.
Thank you to Matt for his help today. Thank you to Jake for his help, as always. And thank you to my help for being amazing. Right, let's go.
Can I just say that Matt's been tied up for quite some time now, with a tissue in his mouth. Very
Very good acting skills.
And this tissue is still here. Look at that, YouTube.
That's been his mouth.
Isn't it gorgeous?
That's disgusting. Let's go. I hope you enjoyed all of those behind the scene clips. And now, just before we go, just before I let you back, so whatever you've got to do now, just to talk to you a bit more about another aspect of filming. So last time I talked to you a bit about the costuming. This time I'm talking to you a bit about the music. So the music was done by theteentalks, and you may know his name or you may know his channel, but you may know his name from the work he's done for me before. Shipman Chronicles, Base Chase 1, all that kind of stuff is all done by him. He's done an amazing job, and I can't believe how good his music is. I mean, he's the kind of person, and there's so few of them in the world, that you can say to them, right, this is what I want, and they can get right there and above. I mean, I've never had a problem, I've never ever thought that he wouldn't be able to do something, because his kind of musical knowledge and abilities just stretch so far, the spectrum is so broad, and anything that you are looking for, you should really go and check out his channel. He does a royalty-free music series where you can download loads of free tracks that you can use for your own videos that are really good quality, and like in Base Chase 2, that metal music, that rock music, he's so diverse. I mean, in Ship Meadow he was doing like kind of period drama, and now he's doing metal and rock, so you really see the contrast we've got going on here. Now, Base Chase is actually the first kind of series of projects I worked on with theteentalks. I was looking for someone to do the music for Base Chase 1, and his name was someone that came up when I was searching on YouTube, and I asked him. I've been working with him for ever since. So that is a big tip for anyone that is looking to try and improve themselves on YouTube. Say you're looking for, I don't know, an explosion or something like that, go and check out YouTube, type in an explosion, find what you're looking for, and then you might find someone that can do just what you want, and you'll be able to kind of credit them like I'm doing for theteentalks now. So if you haven't checked out his channel, go and check him out. And I hope you've enjoyed another episode of Behind the Scenes. If you haven't heard the music yet, go back and check Base Chase 2, listen to the music, forget about everything else. If you want, just listen to that awesome music. He's done such a great job. But if you go over to his channel, I'm sure he's uploaded it by now, and you can see all of the music over there in an interactive player or in that kind of format. So I hope you've enjoyed this behind the scenes. Please subscribe up there, it means a lot, and I will see you in the last episode, boo-hoo, of Base Chase 2 Behind the Scenes. Thank you, everyone.